And away they go for the Darley Yorkshire Oaks of 2022, and a really outstanding renewal it is as well. Racing over 1.5 miles here, and the early pace coming from Magical Lagoon in the green jacket. Shane Foley sending her out into an early lead, with on the outside then the lighter green colours there is Le Petit Coco, who moves up into second place, just ahead there of Alpinista, the grey, as one or two of them jump that path. Tuesday is sitting handily in fourth. Raclette on that one's outside. Poptronic and Lilac Road in the maroon and blue colours brings up the rear, about 6 lengths behind then as they go through the first 3 furlongs. They're moving down the far side towards the mile start here. A dispute for the lead between the 2 Irish fillies. On the inside there, Magical Lagoon. On the outside is Le Petit Coco. Magical Lagoon in the hands of Shane Foley. Billy Lee on the outside on Le Petit Coco, the Pretty Polly winner. Alpinista, the grey, Luke Morris tracking with Tuesday on that one's inside. Ryan Moore in the dark blue jacket. Olivier Pellier has Raclette in 5th place. Poptronic in the yellow is next for Sam James, and looking on still is Tom Marquand on board Lilac Road. The runners heading down now towards the halfway point of the contest, over on the top left-hand corner of the track then, here in the Darley Yorkshire Oaks. Beginning the long sweeping left-hand bend now, which brings them down the side of the course. If anything, well, you probably say Le Petit Coco has gone on now by about a neck from Magical Lagoon in second. Alpinista waiting to pounce in 3rd place as they straighten up for the judge. She's being tracked through then by Ryan Moore on Tuesday. Raclette's pink cap is next, just being squeezed along. Then on the inside, Poptronic, and as the pace lifts, they're all being squeezed along. Lilac Road trying to improve as well. So Le Petit Coco is now setting out her stall, and she goes for glory here in the Yorkshire Oaks. Leads, but Alpinista is up to the challenge on the outside in the hands of Luke Morris, and draws alongside and just puts her grey head in front here as they bear on down towards the final quarter mile. Alpinista the leader, but Le Petit Coco and Tuesday on the inside are battling really hard as they race up towards the final furlong. Alpinista having to pull out a bit more. The Oaks winner Tuesday drawing alongside her on the inside. There's only a neck between her. Alpinista's having to be very brave here, and she is. She's got all the courage in the world and goes on to win the Yorkshire Oaks. Alpinista beats Tuesday. Le Petit Coco, it was tight for 4th. Magical Lagoon and Lilac Road.
Alpinista wins, 7-4 favourite, beating Tuesday 7-2, a length between them and 7 round. Well, she's a real admirable filly, winning for Luke Morris, Sir Mark Prescott and Kirsten Rousing. She has won 5 Group 1s on the bounce now, and although she's not flashy, stylish, she's gritty and she's tough and she's talented, and she's seen off the Oaks winner Tuesday, who puts behind her a disappointing run in the Irish Derby with this good effort in 2nd place. Alpinista, it's reported afterwards, will go straight to the Arc, for which she's round about a 6-1 shot.
Alpinista has won her 5th Group 1, and importantly, of course, for her breeder Kirsten Rousing, it is in Britain. It's the Darley Yorkshire Oaks Group 1. The man who delivered it is Luke Morris. Many congratulations. Tell me, did things go to plan out there from the start?
We had a very open book. Obviously, we went through the race this morning, and there didn't look to be a whole lot of pace in the race, and she's a filly, she's been ridden anyway, and we'd kind of planned to jump and lead, but you know, it wasn't a be-all and end-all, and Billy Lee was quite kind of content on the outside to keep pushing forward, and I didn't really want to get in the war early, so I was happy to take a sit, and you know, I knew I had a long enough straight to gradually unwind and let her attack, and you know, she's dug it out well in the end.
I was wondering whether you were thinking, once they did go ahead of you, is this pace going to be strong enough? And so, but then, as you say, you moved to the outside coming into the straight, so you could offset that? Yeah,
I was, to be honest with you, when the 2 boys in front started to pull up the pace, I was just slightly concerned, but I knew once I turned in I could gradually let her unwind, and I kind of felt I was almost arriving there a fraction sooner than I wanted, but it's been a little bit of a way of her this year. She almost feels a little bit speedier, and she feels like she's got a bit more class about her, and I just think that's probably, she's a better filly on better grounds.
Yeah, and she's in her prime, isn't she? She's absolutely thriving at the age of 5.
Yeah, like I say, very much with Miss Rousing's filly, her Grand Dam, and even her Damar Wilder. She didn't win a listed race till she was 5, and you know, Miss Rousing, she breeds these, you know, fantastic horses that are very sound and very tough, and she's pretty much a real typical land weight filly.
She must be fabulous to ride. What she gives you all the time.
Yeah, you know, you could run your clock by her, and like I say, it's a massive, you know, team effort. The team at Heath House and also the team at Landway to fold her and brought her up. So I'm just a privileged one that gets to sit on her a couple of times a year.
And what did you make of your reception here as well?
No, it's fantastic. It's great that she's been able to kind of show in Britain what she's capable of, because she'd, you know, her form had been crabbed, but you know, she's never going to be flashy, but she gets the job done, and she's a tough old girl.
Oh, I love those kind of horses. And of course, you had your Group 1 success here at York with Marsha for Sir Mark. That was in the Nunthorpe, and now you've got another domestic Group 1 to add to it. Yeah, it's fantastic, and like I say, I can't thank Sir Mark enough. He gives me big opportunities, and you know, you just hope you can keep delivering and keep getting the job done nicely. And now this is a small matter of the Arc. How are you feeling about that? Yeah, it's exciting. It's probably one of the one races I've wanted to ride in that I haven't so far, and I've been lucky to have 2 winners on Arc Day, but to have a live chance in the Arc will be, you know, it's almost a dream come true. Absolutely, and you could even win it with a filly in this kind of form. Yeah, like I say, she's in great order. It looks a very open race this year, so fingers crossed she goes to have a live chance. Well, it was a fabulous day here today for the 5th Group 1 for her, and another Group 1 for you as well. Many congratulations, Luke. You're about to get your trophy from the sound of things, so really well done. Brilliant. Thank you, Lydia. Thank you. Many congratulations. It was great to talk to you beforehand. How do you reflect on what you've just seen?
I'm lucky to have such a good horse, and she's straightforward, so she's been training made easy, really. Got ability and straightforward. You know, how lucky can any trainer be? You know.
And she's in her prime, isn't she, right now?
I would have thought so. I think she's last 2 races have been her best races. So she's slowly kept improving, and that's because of her mind, I think. You know.
And Kirsten's just and. That she shows that, I presume she shows that at home. What we see at the race
goes well. I mean, she won first time up at Epsom as a 2-year-old. I mean, she went well, but she's got better.
And as you were watching the race, what were you thinking? Did it go as to plan in your mind's eye?
We discussed it in the morning, and I thought we'd probably have to make it and just keep going. But Luke decided those 2 were going quick enough, and then they pulled it up. And I think I was standing next to you, and if I didn't say it, I was thinking, well, you want to be going quite soon. And as I said it, he went. So I was relieved and pleased. Yeah.
Yes, and in the closing stages, what were you eyeing Tuesday?
Yes, I was, and the person next to me said, "Well done." About a fellow out there is nothing more annoying.
I got properly told off, didn't I?
And anyway, I never would have spoken again, and she hung on. So it was a great day.
It's absolutely superb. You were saying it was obviously very important to Kirsten to win a Group 1 in Britain.
Yeah. I think, you know, she's got a full house, the filly now, but you know, Miss Rousing, I think I was veering towards going for the Bear May, but Miss Rousing quite rightly said, well, she needs to win a Group 1 in England. When I saw how hot it was, I thought we'd set a task, but I was delighted, yeah.
And now all fair for the Arc? I mean,
yeah, if she's all right, that's where she'll go. I don't imagine we'll run her before.
No.
Yeah. And then she's in the Japan Cup invited us, which is firm ground, so I suppose if something awful happened, you would have a farewell for her before going to start. I don't think I'm going to have this next year, you know. I think so. We might get one more. Yeah.
I think that might well be it. What, you know, you've won so many great races. You've had some superb horses through your hands. What does this mare mean to you?
Well, you know, she's 5 Group 1s in a row is a great achievement. Whoever the horse, whoever the breeder, and so you know, I'm taking enormous pride from it, and having trained 3 generations of the family, it does make it 3 times as enjoyable, I could assure you.
And surely she's worth a statue now, isn't she?
Yes, I think that's under control.
Oh, good. It's already sorted.
Yeah, Mr. Blacker came with a measuring tape. I was pleased to see the other day, so I think we'll squeeze her in. You know.
Well, there is no more popular winner of this race than you. I think you saw that from the crowd. You must have been delighted with the reception you got.
Marvellous.
Well, many congratulations, Sir Mark, and I'm hoping that Tom will be able to speak to Kirsten shortly and hear perspective as well.
That'll be important. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
And we just heard Sir Mark Prescott paying tribute to you and the success that both of you have had over 3 decades. What's behind that long